Hello. Today is Thursday, July 13th, 2018. For today's video source inspection, we'll be filming a 220 volt PSC 101 controller for one of our overseas distributors. We'll keep their identity anonymous, as is a company policy for our video source inspections. I'll say their PO number so they can identify this controller as theirs. PO number is 102-18. The recipe we'll be running today is a 90-second rinse at 500 RPM, a 10-second purge at 1000 RPM, a 150-second dry one at 1500 RPM, and a 180-second dry two at 500 RPM. Let's get started. So I'm trying to get it centered as good as I can back here. Getting adjusted, if you excuse me. Okay, so we have our solenoid valves, door seals inflated, low pressure purge, and the rinse is happening. This rinse has roughly a minute left. The lights above, we have our heaters and anti-static. So the reason we're seeing the resistivity error is this is our test head assembly. We are not hooked up to water. It's a soft air, so we're going to be able to run the entire cycle. We have about 40 seconds left of our rinse. So in addition to our controller repairs, we also repair motors, rebalance rotors, repair LC4 and LC5 amps, as well as other model controllers including the 102, 225, and 328 controllers. Also available for F model and S model SRDs is our controller upgrade, the Slick Device S1 and the Slick Device F1 Smart Controller. So we're about to enter our purge here in 5 seconds. It'll be a quick 10 seconds at 1000 RPM. You should be able to hear the purge now. We got our purge in our N2. Our heaters have turned on. Controller is working perfectly. So we're going to have roughly 2.5 minutes in the dry one, which we've now just entered. In addition to our major component repairs that we do for the semi-tool spin rinse dryers, we also fully refurbish SRDs and provide them as fully refurbished to our customers. To do so, we break an SRD down all the way to the component level, clean and electropolish all metal parts, and then repair and replace all other SRD parts as necessary. We'll clean poly if the system has a poly enclosure, and we do substantial testing in dry test, wet test, as well as our final test configuration. So we have about 1.5 minutes left of our dry one before we take the next step, our 3-minute dry two at low RPMs. We're holding steady within 2 RPM of 1500. The controller is operating perfectly. We're getting our heat in our N2. Door is sealed. As you can see, things are all smooth with this PSC 101 controller. Now, in addition to our refurbishments and component repairs, we also supply 100% spare parts support for the semi-tool spin rinse dryers. Cytec is the world leader in semi-tool spare parts support. If you need a window, door seal, rotor stop positioner, pressure switch, heating element, ACR valve, solenoid valve, or more, Cytec is your one-stop shop. Semi-tool spare parts and service, as well as some other equipment that we can supply, which I will go over with you. In addition to the SRDs, now that we have about 20 seconds before we enter our low RPM dry 2, we supply box washers, including the HTC 8010, 80/20 and 80/30 systems. We also supply mask cleaners, YES ovens, ellipsometers, profilometers, barrel etchers, ashers, spray solvent tools, metrology tools, and more. So we're in our dry 2, roughly 2 minutes and 45 seconds until our recipe is complete. So far, so good. Our anti-static is now on in addition to our heaters to help keep the particle counts low. The controller is operating perfectly. If you have interest in any equipment or SRD, spare parts and service support, please visit our website, www.scitechprocess.com. There you can see our entire spare parts and equipment catalog and browse to see if we can help you find exactly what you need. You can place a formal RFQ through our website, or you can email us at sales@scitechprocess.com. Another avenue that you can use to inquire about any spare parts and service or troubleshooting assistance, you can give us a call at our phone number, 916-797-9000. So, about 1.5 minutes left in our dry 2. I also want to state our website one more time, www.scitechprocess.com, so you can see what we can offer you. So we have approximately 1 minute left. So now we're about 35 seconds left. I want to reiterate, as I stated earlier in the video, that the reason we're seeing the resistivity error is because our test head assembly is not hooked up to water. Resistivity is measuring the water, and there's no water to measure presently. So that's why the error is happening. We're still able to run the recipe in full because it's a soft air. If it was a hard air, we would have had a delay, or the process would have stopped altogether. So we have about 5 seconds left. As you can see, this controller runs perfectly, it's fully functional, and our customer is going to be happy with our service. We thank you for watching today's video source inspection. We'll see you next time.